Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. If you're tuning in, we know you've got a serious passion for coding. You are literally dreaming in syntax and you're ready to make a real career out of it. Well, today we're killing the beginner myths. This is your high energy, no nonsense roadmap to actually getting hired in tech. We're going to drop the trendy buzzwords right now and focus on the exact tangible skills that get you paid. So, I've got to ask you directly. Are you truly interested in coding? Like, are you really ready to make this your life's work? Because if you are, there's a very specific path you need to follow, and a massive roadblock you absolutely have to avoid. You see, so many beginners get derailed right at the starting line. They want to do something radically new that just sounds cool to their friends. But what actually works in the real world? Let's look at the trap that catches almost everyone. Section 1. Stop chasing the hacking fantasy, also known as the shiny object syndrome. Our source material hits us with a really hard truth here. Beginners constantly come in yelling, "I want to be a hacker." But let's be real for a second. Do you even know the H of hacking? If you do, fantastic, go for it. But most beginners just don't. It sounds amazing in the movies, sure, but it is a massive distraction from the foundational skills you actually need to build a real career. In fact, the brutal reality is that 99% of people starting out know absolutely nothing about hacking except the name itself. They just repeat hacking because, well, it sounds trendy. Banking your early coding career on a buzzword you don't even understand, that's just a recipe for instant frustration. It's like you're trying to sprint through a complex digital maze before you even know how to tie your shoes. The absolutely crucial point here is this contrast. The hacking illusion is a total fantasy that 99% of beginners chase with zero foundation. It leads nowhere fast. The reality? Building websites. That is the highly employable, incredibly necessary skill you need right now. Leave the hacking fantasy behind immediately and pivot to something tangible. You need something you can build from the ground up that companies actually care about and pay top dollar for. Which brings us to Section 2. Start with the basics. This is the ultimate career blueprint. If you want a real, sustainable career, here is the golden rule straight from our source. Drop the complex fantasies and just learn to build a website from scratch. It is the most reliable, fast-paced entry point into the entire tech industry. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, you just need to understand how the web works at its core. The best part? You start getting instant visual feedback the second you write your very first lines of code. And this brilliantly illustrates your 3-step career blueprint. Step 1, start from the absolute basics. Do not skip ahead. Step 2, learn to build a website. This means getting your hands dirty with actual markup. You open an HTML document, you set up your head tag for metadata, and you structure your page with simple div tags. Step 3, get hired by top companies. It is a straight line. Execute these steps with intense focus and you're golden. All right, Section 3, websites will get you hired. Let's look at the real industry demands. I absolutely love the enthusiasm from our source material on this one. If you learn to build a website, your work is done. Your work is done. Did you catch that repetition? Mastering HTML for structure, CSS for style, and JavaScript for interactivity, it's essentially the ultimate skeleton key. Once you cross that threshold, you literally transform from someone who just likes coding into a highly valuable professional asset. Let's break down exactly why this foundational skill is so incredibly valuable right now. First off, top companies are actively hiring for these exact skills. If you can build a website, you are immediately in demand, period. Second, every single company needs its own website to survive. Whether it's a massive global tech brand or just a local coffee shop down the street, without a web presence, they practically do not exist. And third, because of this universal need, website creation remains one of the absolute best, most secure jobs available today. So here's the final provocative thought I want to leave you with in this explainer. Are you ready to drop the fantasy and build your first website? The industry demand is massive, and it is literally waiting for you. The choice between chasing an illusion and building a real, hireable skill set is entirely yours. Stop just talking about coding. Drop the buzzwords, open up a blank index.html file, and just start typing. I challenge you to go start building